Welcome. This session is powered by Global Talent Solution, supported by leaders of all nations, Global Society for Female Entrepreneurs, Helping Hand Foundation, Explore London, Global International Alliance, Ladies of All Nation Global Foundation, RM Infinite, International Youth Society and Dream Bigger. Today's host is Dr. Jaya Sajnani, and today's guests are Dr. Shubhangi Shivpuje Mitra and Ambassador Dr. Christine K. Obaigwa Owinyi. Enjoy the session.
Everyone for joining today with us on our sixth session of Mindful Entrepreneur Program. The topic for today is celebrating success and back to vision board. I am Rupali Tailani, today's host for the session. Today's session is powered by Global Talent Solution, which is a non-profit organization with the vision to create a future where talent knows no boundaries. We believe that every individual, regardless of their background or circumstances, should have access to quality education, training, and opportunities to excel in their chosen field. We serve as a bridge between the education system and the talent across the globe. We offer a study abroad program, cultural exchange programs, student exchange programs, and online speaker sessions where students and professionals can engage with industry experts around the globe. In the fast-paced world of entrepreneurship, mental health often takes a backseat. To champion the cause of mental health awareness, it's crucial to highlight the unique challenges faced by entrepreneurs and explore strategies to forecast resilience and wellness. Therefore, we have dedicated this program to educating and empowering those individuals with tools and techniques to not only identify but also use to overcome the feeling of being overwhelmed. Okay, so before we start today's session, I would like to express my huge gratitude to our supporters. Without them, this project would not be possible. They are Professor Caroline Makaka, founder of Lani, leaders of All Nation International Lady Dr. Robin Motter, founder of GSFE, Global Society of Female Entrepreneurs, that is in USA, Dr. Lenora Peterson, founder of GIA, that is Global International Alliances, that is also in USA, Dr. Randy Ward, founder of Dream Bigger Institute, USA, RM Infinite, Lily and Harry, founders of Speakers Are Leaders. I would now like to request you all to be muted until we start the question and answer round at the end. Now, as you all are waiting for the moment to start today's session, here we are. So let's welcome Dr. Shubhangi Shivpuje Mitra. So let me introduce her first. Dr. Shubhangi Shiv Mitra is a distinguished TEDx speaker, being extensive expertise and leadership to her role as founder of MLFA Foundation and co-founder and managing director of CHESS right? Holds an education from the prestigious London Business School. Dr. Mitra blends academic rigor with practical experience in her pursuits. Her dedication in innovation and advocacy shines through her efforts to focus collaboration and empower individuals through meaningful contribution to business and community. Dr. Mitra's dynamic approach and profound insights consistently influence discussion on both local and global scales. Also, she leads in offering a wide range of legal services covering immigration law, family law, will planning, labor and employment law, corporate law, divorce law, startup law, intellectual property law, Okay, so these are the range legal services which Dr. Shubhangi covers. So let's welcome Dr. Shubhangi Mitra.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me all? Can you see me all?
Yes.
Brilliant. Thank you, Rupali. Thank you for this wonderful, wonderful introduction, and pleasure to meet you, Ambassador Dr. Kristin. And thank you, Dr. Jaya and Global Talent Solutions for this honor and prestigious platform. And without wasting any more time, as we are running late, could I ask the support team to start sharing my presentation? I would like to begin my presentation with vision board. Now, interesting, isn't it? What is a vision board? Vision board or a dream board is a visualization tool. It should represent your dreams, your goals, and your ideal life. Your vision board should ideally represent a comprehensive view of all areas of your life, including your health, career, finances, relationships, home, hobbies, personal growth, and travel goals. Be sure to add anything that's important to you. It is a board that has photos and words that represent your goals and dreams, whatever you want to display it on your board. Finding images and words that inspire you can increase your motivation to create an ideal life. Inspiration tools like vision boards can be powerful for making your dreams a reality. And by reminding yourself of your life goals daily, you can start being more intentional. You can direct your daily action towards a greater purpose or a goal. Could we move on to the next slide, please? Now, interesting, isn't it? Why do we need these vision boards? As slide says, dream, visualize, manifest, and achieve. A vision board helps you stay focused on the bigger picture. When you have a clear direction for your life, you can take actionable steps to achieve your dreams. Each day becomes an opportunity to work toward your big goals. Vision boards encourage you to think deeply about what you desire so you can live a happy life. There is an opportunity to see if your personal values align with your vision. Vision boards are highly versatile tools. You can use them as a manifestation method for your personal goals or professional goals. And vision boards, they focus on creating a visual representation of a personal vision statement. They are perfect for helping you imagine the specifics of your life. How far ahead your vision board should look is up to you. You can create a vision board for the year ahead or one that considers long-term goals like a 5-year plan. And if you have a time, why not create a vision board for each phase of your life plan? The intention behind creating a vision board is to get a clear picture of what you want to achieve and then to revisit it daily to remember and tell yourself that you can achieve it. As you keep practicing this regularly with an open and confident heart, you start to attract your goals into your life. After all, believing in yourself is one of the most important steps towards achieving your dreams. Moving on to the next slide. Now, interesting aspect is, how do you create a vision board that accurately displays your dreams and aspirations? Creating a vision board representing your ideal life can be overwhelming at first. There are so many possibilities that it may take time to decide what to include. Do some inner work and think deeply about what you want in your vision board or how it should look. Considering some examples can narrow your focus and help you to decide how to begin. Now, vision board ideas can have your dream jobs, financial goals, including a house or a retirement fund, relationships, places you'd like to travel, health goals, mental or spiritual growth you'd like to achieve, certifications or awards, skills to learn, hobbies and passions. For women, personal style and fashion, home and living environment. There are many, many such goals that can be included in your vision board. Now, how to create your vision board? Vision board creation can be fun and easy, but you don't need to overthink the process. Engage with your creativity to build your dream board. Your vision board is totally personal to you. So don't worry about defending yourself or impressing anyone. To create a physical vision board, try following steps. Take some time to clarify your personal vision and intention. Don't rush this step, as it's the foundation for your entire vision board. You will find that you get even more clarity and detail as you create the board. Gather your material like images, art supplies. Find images and words that represent your vision. Arrange your materials. Place your vision board where you will see it often. The best version I find is digital boards. They are easy to update frequently. As your vision changes, you can resize, rearrange elements seamlessly. Photos and images are the most popular media to use on a vision board. The type of images you use will depend on the focus of your vision board. In addition to images, you can find some inspiring quotes. I prefer that one. You can print out words representing your ideas or write them yourself. Place your most important, inspiring image in the center or at eye level to draw focus. Arrange secondary images or secondary goals around the perimeter or in the corners. Use larger images, fonts for top goals and smaller ones for supporting visuals. But don't forget to place your vision board where you will see it often. Moving on to the next slide. Now, important is milestones achieved. How often do we enjoy our success or celebrate small goals or achievements or take a moment to give a pat on our back? Let me explain. Why is it important to celebrate your achievements and milestones? It may not seem important, but did you know celebrating your milestones is a great way to unlock the motivational power of progress? One of the keys to celebrating milestones effectively is to have a clear idea of what constitutes a milestone for you. Food for a thought, isn't it? Why celebrating matters? I mean, what is a big deal? But when we set out to achieve a goal, whether it is completing a project at work or reaching a personal milestone like losing weight or running a marathon, we often focus solely on the end result. While the result is certainly important, it is equally important to recognize and celebrate the progress we make along the way. And it plays an important role in our mental health. It can help us stay motivated and inspired to keep pushing forward. And it's a reminder that we are making progress. Even if we haven't reached our final destination yet, it helps us acknowledge our hard work and effort, which can boost our confidence and self-esteem. While it may seem like common sense to celebrate, the truth is that there is a lot of science behind the motivational power of progress. Psychologists have long studied the effects of recognition and rewards on human behavior and have found that celebrating milestones can have a significant impact on motivation and productivity. One reason why celebrating success is so powerful is because it helps us focus on the positive aspects of our journey. Oftentimes, when we are working towards a goal, we can get bogged down by setbacks, failures, obstacles, some unforeseen circumstances. But in overall, celebrating is not only a way to acknowledge our achievements, but also a powerful motivator that can help us stay focused, engaged, and productive. By taking the time to identify and celebrate our progress, we can tap into the science behind motivation and harness the power of progress to achieve even more in the future. Moving on to the next slide, please. Interesting slide, isn't it? What next? Staying motivated after achieving a milestone. Does it sound familiar? Life audit? What does it mean? Important aspect. Staying motivated after achieving a milestone. Celebrating milestone is an effective way to keep yourself motivated throughout your journey towards achieving your goals. However, what happens after you celebrate a milestone and must move on to the next stage? Well, I fondly call this phase of my life as a self introspection or a life audit. Now, every company has a yearly audit through the financial year. For me, a simple life audit process is to help you identify what is and isn't working in your life and a business. This is the ultimate guide on how to do a life audit and a powerful catalyst for goal setting. And it's all because I took the time to sit down and figure out what was and wasn't working for me in my life, what I wanted and not what I was conditioned to believe, and built a plan around how to make it happen. Now, I do a life audit every year to reflect on what's working well and what could be even better. And I continue to set goals that move me towards more happiness, fulfillment, and closer to my mission and vision continuously. And today I'm going to share step-by-step life audit process with you so that you can take your power back in life and figure out exactly what changes you need to create so that you can live a life in alignment with your values. The life audit is in depth process that will guide you to reflect on where you are at, where you want to go, and where you need to focus right now to create those changes. Whether you are an aspiring entrepreneur, a student, a seasoned CEO, or an ambitious human, this step by step life audit process is exactly what you need to powerfully transform your life in the coming new year. Moving on to the next slide. So, just focus on the parameters and the colorful figure. I'll explain it in a bit. So, what is life audit? If you have never heard of a life audit before and wondering, what is it? Let me clear that for you very quick. A life audit is a structured lifestyle design process. It's as simple as that. It is a way to intentionally create a life you love to live, which is shockingly uncommon in our society. Why so? Because most people settle for circumstances they found themselves in, be it a degree they picked up as a teenager or an industry they stumbled into accidentally. Most people are settling instead of intentionally creating true fulfillment. A life audit can come in handy whether you are going through a massive transformation like a career change, a relationship changes, location change, or an identity crisis. But it is also an invaluable tool to use on a regular basis when nothing is necessarily wrong, but you want to make everything even better, isn't it? It's an important tool because it brings intentionality to your life. It has worked for me. When you don't take the time to honestly reflect on what is and isn't working for you in your life right now, the goals you set reflect other people's expectation, your parents, your friends, your boss, the society, but not your own. When you achieve those goals, you don't feel any happier or more content or fulfilled because they were never your goals to begin with. A life audit is a powerful because it allows you to get clear on what you want and puts you in the driver's seat of your life. Moving on to the next slide. It is a technical, just focus. I will explain it in a bit. So, what is life audit essentials? How do you create it? So, self-assessment tools. Here exactly what will make the life audit process successful to begin with. And mind that you have to be brutally honest with yourself. No cheating, no lying. You need to give yourself a couple of hours, uninterrupted time to give yourself room to process your thoughts and feelings, self-introspection. A decision to be brutally honest with yourself as you work through this process so you can clearly identify what isn't working and what you want, an intention to release societal expectations in favor of your own personal values. a way to document your thoughts. You cannot do a life audit in your head. But mind that, you know, your goals, your visions, you should know your why and be clear. Because if you're not true to yourself, this process is not going to work for you. So, starting with step one, reflect on your happiness in each area of your life. Now, when we start designing the life audit, there are these parameters. These parameters can be business career, finances, your mental health, your physical health, friendship, romantic relationships, learning and personal growth, adventure, travel, home and environment. These parameters can be depend on what is that you want to achieve. So create those parameters, you know, and really think how satisfied you are in each area. Think about each area above and rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 to reflect how satisfied you are. Then elaborate on why you gave it that score. Things to answer yourself. What is going well in this area of your life? If you have scored 10, what are you liking or enjoying? What do you want to make sure that it continues? Where the score is low, time to reflect. What is not going well in this area of your life? What do you wish was different? Take your time with each area and get specific with what is and isn't working. Step two, envision your level 10 life. The second phase of the life audit process is to think through each area of your life and get crystal clear on what a 10 on 10 version would look like. Really give this some thought and write out a paragraph, if not a page, on each area. Ask yourself the following questions to help envision your level 10 life. Imagine you are standing here 12 months from today and you have just had the most phenomenal year of your life. What does your life look like? Your achievements? How does it feel? What are you doing towards it? What are you not doing? Use these questions to work through each of the 10 areas and write down what comes to mind. Step three, create a vision. Know your why, know your mission and a vision. It's great to be so specific on your level 10 life that you can see in your mind, but do you know what's even better? Being able to visually see it in real life actions. This is where your vision board comes in and serves as a powerful tool for keeping your life vision front and center so that you can consistently work towards it. The key to creating your level 10 life is breaking that vision down step by step into specific goals, small milestones, and you can work towards over the period of a time. Final step, revisit your life audit regularly. Your goals and desires are going to evolve as you grow personally and professionally. Different seasons of life will call you to focus on different things. Make sure the life audit isn't something you do once and forget about it. Revisit what you have written on a weekly basis to put you in the energy of achieving it. Go through the whole process again next year. See what's changed, where you have seen the most improvement, and how your level 10 life is evolving. I can't emphasize enough how important this process is to be creating more fulfillment and success in your life. Knowing what you truly want is the first step to living an extraordinary life. And coming to the end of this presentation, next slide. I would like to summarize the simple life audit process for easy reference. Reflect on your satisfaction with each area of your life. How happy are you on a scale of 1 to 10 and why? Envision what your level 10 life looks like in each area. What would a 10 on 10 life in your business, career, your finances, your relationship, your mental health looks like? Create a vision board. It is infinitely easier to achieve goals that are top of the mind. When you create a vision board to represent your level 10 life, you are able to move toward it more quickly. Prioritize your focus and set effective goals. You can't work on everything in your vision at once. So get clear on which 2, 3 areas you want to dedicate your time and energy to this year and set effective goals to help you move on that direction. Revisit your life audit on a regular basis. Look at your vision board daily. Read the pages you have written about your level 10 life weekly. Go through this. Be your own hero. Be your own motivator. This whole process takes some time, but once you implement it, it's truly an amazing. Reflect on what's changing and how your desires are evolving. This is not a one-time exercise, but a tool to use regularly in your life so that you can create more fulfilling success. And on ending note, sometimes things don't go as planned, and it's called life. For me, my vision board a couple of months ago was different, but then unforeseen total knee replacement surgery took place, and my 2 months are not going as I had planned. But this is where your emotional intelligence comes, accepting the reality. Sometimes it may not work. Things don't go always as planned. A dent in our plans seems inevitable at some point. In 2024, study researchers at the Journal of Research in Personality found that visions inspire and create positive emotions. All I want to say is vision boards or manifestation tools, they create positivity because they make you believe your dreams are within reach. By putting your goals on something you see daily, you can focus on what matters. And just remember, the comeback is more important than the setback. Faith that it's not always in your hands or things don't always go the way you plan. But you must have a faith that there is a plan for you, which is within your. Thank you so much for this opportunity, Dr. Jaya and Global Talent Solutions. Hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shubhangi. I loved it. Personally, I was taking all the notes and I was like, oh yes, now I'm there and I'm going to, I'm going to achieve my success and again I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. I've missed few things in my life, which again I want to recreate it. And yes, I took few of the points which were very important and I would like to share again with the audience. Hope our audience is taking notes to have like help in their routine life. And of course many aspects were there in which you can use these notes. First thing Dr. Shubhangi mentioned was creating a vision board is, yes, powerful process where you design and visualize how you want your life. Right, Dr. Shubhangi, you mentioned this, and yes, I loved it. Um, like second thing was you are what you manifest. Like you dream, you visualize, you manifest, and then you achieve. But to stop, you know, give these things in your routine and do it again and again. Like there is a one phase where you can say having consistency is a key to success. But having consistency till success is not the full stop. You need to be consistent in your whole life after your success as well. Right, Dr. Shubhangi?
Yeah, correct.
Thank
Absolutely
you
spot.
so much. Now, yeah. So let's move to our second speaker. And I would also like to thank many of our attendees in the session and our 350 plus live viewers for watching us virtually. Thank you so much. Let's welcome our second speaker. She is Ambassador Dr. Christine K. Owinyi. So I will have a quick summarize for like not a summarize but a welcome note for Dr. Christine. A beacon of leadership is education, innovation, and sustainable development. Dr. Christine holds a PhD and honorary Doctor of Education. She serves as a chairperson of LANI and the CEO of KCEN, where she champions global peace and educational equity, transitional from academy of advocacy, she integrates sustainable development goals into circular, emphasizing education as a catalyst for positive societal change. Her influence transcends borders through roles such as Mitra Fellow, Masha Alumna, SWPL Peace Ambassador. She has created over 154 educational YouTube videos, authored numerous publications, and advocates for transformative practices globally. Her recent achievement includes opening up PMP certificate and receiving LOANI recognition for growth and expansion. So let's welcome Dr. Christine.
Wow, thank you very much. That was mouthful. It's very humbling to be on this global platform. And thank you very much, Rupali and Global Talent Solution for the opportunity. And I feel privileged to speak like the last person of the program. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our final session of the Mindful Entrepreneur Program. We'll be discussing, as Rupali has said, celebrating success and back to vision board. Let me just share my slides. Yeah, so you're welcome. Remember, success is not final. We are talking about success, but success is not final. Just like Winston Churchill said, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that which counts. And I really appreciate my predecessor, Dr. Shubhangi, for the words of wisdom that she has just shared, that life is a university. Yeah, we have to continue being learners and students at all times. And the fact that we have been trained how to create our vision boards. She said that sometimes things don't go as planned, and that is life. So accept the reality. I like that. Thank you very much. And from there, I want to pick it up, and I'm thrilled to guide you through this session, because I want to kind of do a summary of what we have done from the first session to where we are today. Our main objective is to understand the importance of celebrating success and revisiting our goals. And so the aspect of the vision board has to come in. And when we are talking about understanding and celebrating, I always encourage everyone to put into mind the fact that we have to involve our 3H. I usually like the 3H anatomy, where you have to put things in your head, bring them to the heart, and take them to the hands. So we have reached a point where we are going to now digest everything that we've been learning, not just put them in the head and say that we were attending these sessions and we've learned a lot. It is not enough just to learn and to know a lot. It is important to appreciate what you've been learning by putting it in the heart, develop passion for everything that you've learned. And what is more important is to put it into practice, implementation. That is why we have the hands there. Now celebrate what you want to see more often. And so that is why I am talking to you today, because we have to explore the importance of celebrating our achievements and the value of revisiting our goals to ensure continuous progress. Our aim is to leave you inspired and equipped with practical tools to celebrate your successes and keep your vision very, very, very clear. This is what we've done so far. This is a summary of the topics that we've covered in the program. We started with the introduction to mental health and entrepreneurship. We looked at stress management and mindfulness. We talked about building resilience. We talked about work-life balance. And last week, we talked about imposter syndrome and overcoming self-doubt. And so it is important for us to reflect on these topics before we dive into today's topic. So when we were talking about in the introduction to mental health and entrepreneurship, that was our first session, we discussed the critical role mental health plays in entrepreneurial success. We learned about the unique challenges entrepreneurs face and the strategies to maintain our mental well-being. Remember, taking care of our mental well-being is a continuous process because as Spencer says, mental health is not a destination, but a process. It's about how you drive, not where you are going. So the second session, we focused on stress management and mindfulness. We explored various techniques to reduce stress and the importance of being mindful in our daily lives. By practicing mindfulness, we can better manage stress and stay focused in our goals. You cannot always control what goes on outside, but you can always control what goes on inside. That is very, very important. The next session was on building resilience. Building resilience was highlighted in the third session. We discussed key strategies to develop resilience, such as adopting a growth mindset and learning from our challenges. Resilience is crucial in overcoming obstacles and achieving long-term success. This is very, very important. And then we moved to talk about work-life balance. Very, very important. Because balance is not something you find, it is something you create. Just like Kingsford says, under work-life balance, which was our focus in the fourth session, we explored tips for balancing our professional and personal lives, understanding that a balanced life leads to greater productivity and happiness. Remember, creating balance is something we actively work on every day. If we put into practice what Dr. Shubhangi shared with us, then we will be able to manage this. The last session, that was the fifth session, we tackled imposter syndrome and strategies to overcome self-doubt. Recognizing and addressing imposter syndrome is vital in building our confidence and reaching our full potential. Remember, you are enough just as you are. That is what Meghan Markle says. You are enough. So, imposters, let us put them aside. And now we are here to talk about success, celebrating success. Look at these children, they are celebrating success. Why celebrate? Today we will start by discussing our celebrating success, why it is important, because the why question is the golden question. The moment you have your answers to your why question, then the how becomes very, very easy. Celebrating our achievements boosts our morale and reinforces positive behavior and motivates us to continue striving for excellence. As Winston Churchill said, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. So be courageous to continue moving on. I'm sorry, I'm a Christian. I have a Christian background. So sometimes when I'm facilitating learning, I like quoting some verses, like Psalms 1:18 says, "The Lord has done it this very day. Let us rejoice today and be glad." So even those who believe in Christianity, the Bible tells us to celebrate. Let us rejoice. Now, the next question is how? How then do we celebrate? When we know the reason as to why we are celebrating, it is important to know how to celebrate. There are various ways to celebrate success. We have personal rewards, team celebrations, and public recognitions, just to name a few. It is always important to find what resonates most with you and your team to make the celebration meaningful. Remember, celebration is what you want, not what you have to do. Because there is a difference between what you want to do and what you have to do. What you have to do comes from the head, but what you want to do comes from the heart. So if you are celebrating because you want to do it, then that celebration is going to be very, very meaningful. Celebrate what you want to see more of. Just like Tom Peters wisely said, and Booker T. Washington says, success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life, but by the obstacles which he has overcome. So in the process of celebration, it is important to mention your milestones. What did you overcome? Which goals were you able to meet? And that will be very meaningful. Now, I want you to look at what these students are doing. These are students who are practicing fishing as one way of demonstrating sustainable development activities. In our schools, like where I come from in Kenya, we have education for sustainable development model centers, and we have trained the students to do activities that they enjoy doing. And after doing the activities, they have to showcase their success stories and in such a manner celebrate. So they are fishing and celebrating. So after you have achieved, it is important to celebrate. Now, I want to give you a real life example. And when you're talking about a real life example, I like talking about myself. I like talking about myself. And yes, this is me. This is what I have been doing and what I usually do: training, facilitating learning for all people, ages, students, adults. And at the end of it all, I find like I am really getting fulfilled. Why do I celebrate when I am done with facilitating learning? At the end of it all, I always remember to put into practice the 5P rule. That is the CEO's mindset. Sometimes there could be obstacles in the process of doing what you want to do, but push yourself when everyone doubts you. Some platforms that I have facilitated learning for, some people have doubted whether I could manage, I could do it. I remember at one time I facilitated learning for some professors in one of the countries, and by then I did not even have a title. And when I had started by introducing myself with just my name, I am Christine Owinyi, and the first slide that I presented to the team was a picture. And from the back, one professor shouted, "What does this have to do with us? What does this have to do with what we are learning?" Already there was an obstacle, but I pulled up myself and told myself, "No, Christine, you're going to do it." And in the process, the others were like, "She has not even started. Why can't you just allow her to do what she has prepared for us?" So push yourself when everyone doubts you. Pick yourself when you fall down. Promise yourself you'll never give up. Prove yourself right and proud of who you are. So at the end of it all, if you do all this, you'll find a reason to celebrate. Remember, success starts with a single step. It only takes one kind action to create a ripple effect. So for you to be able to celebrate, you must start the journey. You have to start doing something. because a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. That is what Luther says. So you have to start doing something if you have to get to the point of celebrating. So it is also important to revisit our goals. It is important to revisit our goals because when we are revisiting our goals, we are talking about updating our vision boards, what we've just been looking at, reflecting on our progress and adjusting our goals based on new insights ensures we stay aligned with our long-term vision. Make it plain on tablets so he may run who reads it. That is Habakkuk 2:2. So it is important to always go back and ask yourself whether you have achieved what you wanted to achieve and how far have you managed and what are you going to do after that. In the process, you adjust goals based on your new insights. Now, how to create an effective vision board. I'm not going to dwell much into this because Dr. Shubhangi has elaborated and has been very clear on what we need to do. Always create the highest, grandest vision possible for your life because you become what you believe. That is what Oprah Winfrey says. If you want to get to the ceiling, set your vision to get there. Creating an effective vision board involves setting clear goals, using visual aids, and regularly updating it. Visualizing our goals helps us to stay focused and motivated. Remember, a dream becomes a goal when action is taken towards its achievement. So if at all you have to get there, you have to do. So it is not enough to just set goals. The goals you're setting have to be very clear. You have to use visual aids and always update your vision. Now, I wanted us to do this, but I just want to show you how I do it myself. So creating a vision board, Dr. Shubhangi said that the easiest is to use the e-vision board, the electronic vision board. But in case you're not able to do that, you will, I don't know if you are seeing me or you're just seeing my screen. Are you able to see me?
We can see you.
Good. So you can have a plain paper like this. Yes. You can, I'm saying
how many more?
just a few slides. You can,
Okay.
yeah. So you need.
We also have few questions that audience are asking us. So we need to move on that as well.
Okay. So I'm saying, I wanted us to do this, but you need to do this. Have the papers that doctor was talking about and mount them on your vision board and keep on changing them. So I encourage each one of you to share your success stories at all times, whether big or small, because every achievement is worthy celebrating. Sharing our success stories inspires others and helps us reflect on our journey. Your success story is a testament to your hard work and dedication, remember. So what these children are doing, at the end, they are sharing. So because sharing is inspiring, don't let fear of what could happen make nothing happen. Do it and share it out. The key takeaways from the program, we've learned the importance of mental health, techniques for managing stress, building resilience, achieving work-life balance, overcoming self-doubt, and all that. And remember, it is important to encourage yourself to continue improving. So continue learning because Learning is lifelong. Continue improving. So it is time for questions. The floor is open for questions and insights if there is any.
Thank you so much, Dr. Christine. I would like to arrange the second session also because like getting into like interacting with you was wonderful. And yes, if we had 1 hour more, I would like to complete this whole presentation with you. But yes, we are running out of time, and we have 350 plus live viewers on our Facebook. So now it's time for questions. I have few questions from the audience. First is, how do entrepreneurs celebrate accomplishments while staying focused on long-term goals? So, Dr. Shubhangi? Yes, Dr. Christine.
Yeah. Do you want me to answer
You're saying
that, or
something.
Ambassador, you want to go ahead first?
Okay, I wanted to say that entrepreneurs can celebrate their success by showcasing. Start by showcasing. Put it on Facebook. Put it on social media. Let people see that you have done it. It is not pride to show people what you have done. You're just proud. You're happy that you've done it. So celebrate by showing others that you achieved, you did it, and yes, anybody can do it. Yeah.
Dr. Shubhangi?
Well, I have a different set. Well, success is like, as an entrepreneur, you may have already achieved some success, but what is the ultimate goal that drives you forward? What is the definition of a success? For me, it is essential to balance personal and professional obligations while pursuing success as an entrepreneur. And I mean, if you're too focused on one side, it can lead to burnout of a lack of a motivation. That's why it is important to take the time to prioritize your responsibilities and make sure that you are taking care of both yourself and your business. This could mean blocking off time for yourself. I mean, your question was, how do entrepreneurs celebrate accomplishments while staying focused on long-term goals? I mean, for me, success is balancing both personal and professional, sides of it. And creating an environment where you can openly discuss your success and failures will help you stay focused on your ultimate goals. Real-time access, developing a strategy to reach the pinnacle of entrepreneurship and reap its rewards. One must focus on crafting purpose-driven strategies along with effective long-term objectives. Additionally, I guess entrepreneurs like you should make sure to prioritize both personal growth and professional obligations while striving towards ultimate aim of success in business endeavors with a solid plan in place made up of achievable goals. I mean, you can rise up towards your desired level of accomplishments and ultimately achieve your purpose-driven entrepreneurial dreams. That's what I believe, like while you are focused on celebrating the success.
Very true, very true. Yes, this is very helpful to our audience. And yes, they might be listening this and saying like we are not we are not getting their answers, but yes, they are definitely getting their answers. So let's move on to the second question. What is the significance of a vision board in sustaining focus and motivation, and its role in achieving success? Dr.
Shubhangi, you want to go first?
Or Dr.
You can go. I think I have spoken enough on vision boards today. I think it's your time. So I would let you lead it. And if there is anything to add, I will add few pointers. Go ahead, Ambassador.
So there are different sections of that question. So the first part was, what is the importance of a vision board?
What is the significance of a vision board in sustaining focus? What is the significance of a vision board in sustaining focus? Yeah.
And motivation.
Because, it is a vision board. You can see it. So because it is where you can see it, where you can reach it very fast, you can easily, this is what I want to achieve. I am going there. Yeah. So if I am seeing this every day, I will be focused. I want to go there. I want to go there. I want to go there. And because now it becomes like, it's like a song in me, I will find myself going there. So I will achieve what I want to do because I am seeing it every day. If I find something I need to improve this with and maybe put something else, then I'm like, okay, so let me change, If I have achieved that and now I want to get to the point of reaching here, then I have this next. So I will be looking at that. And, that is what we're calling sustainability. It has to continue until you see the results.
Yeah. I absolutely agree with you, Ambassador, because see, as much as vision board helps you to stay focused on the bigger picture, and when you have a clear direction for your life, you can take actionable steps to achieve your dreams. Each day becomes an opportunity to work toward your big goals. In nutshell, it can be like a universal law of attraction, which basically says that our minds are powerful tools that can turn thoughts and desires into reality. And what we focus on expands and becomes our reality. Where intention goes, energy flows. I mean, very easy to just create a vision board, but what you correctly said, the way you think is important and it affects how you feel and how you behave. But thinking alone and staring at a vision board every day won't change your life. Positive thinking only works when it is combined with your positive action, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
vision boards filled with everything you hope to have someday won't help you achieve what will. Try visualizing yourself going through the motions of what it takes to become a succeed, like changing your diet, working out in the gym, or studying hard. Then you will equip yourself to go out there and get it. That's not say you can't establish big goals for yourself, but it's important to identify short-term action steps you can start taking right now through your vision boards. That's what I feel.
Can I add something very small? Yeah, so what I wanted to add is the fact that it is important when you want to get there, you need to start small. Don't go for like, I want to get it and get it very fast. Start small, take baby steps and move towards your goal and you will be there. Remaining focused. That is what it means to be focused. Be visionary. That is why we are calling it a vision board.
Correct. Short-term goals, right?
Thank you, Ambassador Dr. Christine and Dr. Shubhangi. This was very useful for our audience as well, including me. I'll get these all the points into my life, and of course, our audience would love to. And also, Dr. Christine, thank you so much for summarizing all the programs again. So if anyone has missed this past session, must visit our YouTube channel or Facebook page, that is Global Talent Solution Hub. So don't forget to attend our next series, Pathway to Success, an SDG program that starts from Thursday, that is 11th July 2024, at the same time, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. London time. Till that, take care of yourselves and have a wonderful rest of the week. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. This marks the end of this series, but there's more. Catch our new program live from 11th of July 2024